Good evening, we are live, and today's match of course is Forest Green Rovers v Swindon Town. The team from the Cotswolds, they're up in Gloucestershire, promotion via the playoffs from the National League, taking on Swindon, relegated from League One.
The referee there from Luke Norris, who hit the deck in the middle.
You can see the problems that Keshi Anderson's going to
cause Forest Green here, playing that number 10 position. They get the ball into his feet.
Forest Green have a major problem defensively.
It's not going to be a free kick, and Forest Green will clear it downfield, and that should be easily into the hands of the Swindon keeper. There is another match on tonight. AFC Wimbledon taking on MK Dons. One bowling by
Norris the
Swindon.
target, looking to link up with Anderson.
And Swindon playing around in the middle of the park. Little chip out, it's a good bowl in the box.
And this now is Kellen Gordon.
It's gone out for a corner.
Started a contest here by Swindon Town.
A really positive start. They've got the ball down, they got it forward quickly. But Luke Norris, let's have a look at the referee, Darren Drysdale. Was he actually pulled down here as the cross comes in? Well, actually, to me, that is a penalty because the defender, Mark Roberts, actually turns his body, faces up to Luke Norris, doesn't play the ball, plays the man, and looking to get away with it.
Hard to tell from that angle. There comes the corner.
First chance here for Chris Hussey to deliver a set piece.
Chris Hussey with the corner. It's headed back in. Straight to the arm of the Forest Green keeper. And he throws it out on the left side. And Forest Green going to bring it down. Number 3. Now he plays it back.
Now Traore.
That's what they're going to
That's
go.
Roberts, who looked like he got away with one a few seconds ago.
No, they're not. Keeper kicks it long. And Swindon heads back. And it's heading back down. And that'll go out for a throw in to Swindon.
I do think Mark Roberts is mightily fortunate not to give a penalty away here as the cross comes in. He's not playing the ball, he's turned his body. He's square on with Luke Norris. He's stopping Norris get to the ball, and to be fair to Norris, there's no real complaints. Maybe just a word to the referee, but it was a clear foul.
Taking Norris out there.
It's almost as if Luke Norris was saying there to Darren Drysdale, just keep an eye on that.
Controversy already. Long ball played by Forest Green.
Lancashire, miscued header, trying to make up for it, and Robertson just gets it roll through to Vigouroux. Now, you never used to see that a lot from Lawrence Vigouroux under the previous regime of Swindon Town, kicking the ball long, but David Flitcroft
the screen's going okay.
Is in charge of the football side, has licence to play the way he wants to play. And he will mix it up.
That's what it's
about mixing it up and playing that long forward ball up towards Luke Norris. He'll battle for it. It's that second ball that's so important. So players like Anderson breaking onto the ball into pockets of space. That's when Swindon can cause real problems. And talking of problems, Chris Hussey standing over this free kick. This could be danger defensively for Forest Green.
31st.
They have had problems dealing with crosses Forest Green so far this season. Here's a man who can launch one inside the penalty area.
Ball goes in. It's far too long.
Inevitable, Andy.
Got out for goal kick.
Well, the idea is absolutely right, because there's a huge corridor between the goalkeeper and the edge of the penalty area where the Forest Green defensive line is. He just puts too much on it. You see that corridor there? He's trying to whip the ball into that space, just gets too much flight on it, but the idea was right.
17 assists in one season at Bury under David Flitcroft in League One for Chris Hussey. Swindon have settled the better here. That's Roberts. Deutsch.
This be a chance if Forest Green Rovers now easily hitting.
It's notable there, see Liam Noble breaking beyond Christian Deutsch. The Forest Green are going to play direct up towards their big target man. It's vital that Noble helps him out and supports him. Sometimes gets beyond, but he can't just help it on Deutsch. He's got to look for Liam Noble. Don't just flick it anywhere. Give the attacking midfielder a chance to get on the ball.
Another launch up the field. And I'll go out for a throw in to Forest Green just by the halfway line. In their own half.
Charlie Cooper. That's Dale Bennett.
On the right.
There's the captain, Liam Noble, player that Notts County released summer before last, but determined to try and get him back this time around. They made 4 bids for him, but Forest Green Rovers stood their ground and held on to it.
Could be no chance here for the Rovers. They get the ball in there. Going back up the pitch. And they're back in their own half.
Roberts. Scott Laird. Into trouble in the form of the lively Keshi Anderson.
Well, could be a chance now for Swindon to break.
Elsnick. Anderson looks to try and pick up the baton again, but runs into trouble.
And
Charlie Cooper did well recovering the ball for Forest Green Rovers. They've got to be so careful, the home side here, giving the ball away cheaply. They're knocking it around, so it's good to see 4 or 5 passes, but then they've got to play it forward. Scott Laird getting caught in possession. With players like Anderson in the Swindon side, the counter-attack is certainly on.
0-0 at the New Lord.
Playing in that number 10 role where Darren Ferguson played Keshi Anderson during his loan spell at Doncaster a couple of seasons ago.
Football team. No
at Swindon from Crystal Palace. Good jump there from Doidge, and Noble was coming in on that. Christian Doidge has just shown his capabilities in the air.
That's the link-up that Forest Green Rovers are looking for, that long forward ball. Giving Doidge something to attack. He's off the ground so early. Lancashire can't deal with him.
Straight to the arms of the keeper. No good, no good.
A little zip in the strike from Noble as he follows in.
Swindon maybe attacking, they're not going anywhere, and launched up the field again by Forest Green Rovers, and that'll be a throw into Swindon.
MK Dons ahead at AFC Wimbledon. Grudge match again there tonight in League One. Ryan Seeger has struck early.
And if you're wondering where Forest Green Rovers
took Swindon Town to within 1 game of Championship football with the smallest budget the club had ever had. They lost in that League One playoff final to Preston North End in 2015. Just a few months later, he was told to pack his bags. He felt he didn't have the full trust of all of his coaching staff there, but he was always close to the exit because of that. He's picked himself up. He's made dreams come true here.
Well, up the 3 viewers, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Thank you very much for coming across.
Scott Laird. Going back to Mark Cooper, Andy, in his time at Swindon, but the way they played, passing out from the back. He's tried to introduce that here, and he's been successful introducing it here, but he did say a couple of weeks ago that maybe just to get a foothold in games and a foothold in this league, in his words, they may have to whack it for a while.
He's playing forward balls with quality. You don't just lump it up there towards Doidge. You've got to give him a chance of actually taking possession of the ball or getting his head on it. And if they can then secure possession high up the field, then they can start to really play. But defensively, they've got to sort themselves out. That's the first port of call in this division for them.
They bounced straight back. Last time they were in the first tier of English football, that was of course 94. They haven't been in the second tier of English football since 2000, 17 years away, as Collins concedes a free kick. And this will be a free kick to Swindon.
Well, whenever there's a set piece for Swindon Town, Chris Hussey is not too far away from it. Rolls it short this time.
Maybe striking the box. They're on the right. No, played up the right. He's got past one man.
Charge again.
And that'll be a corner.
Good attacking intelligence from Chris Hussey, because it was too straight to play the initial ball into the box. So he just rolled the ball and then made a run on the overlap. Got the ball wide into a better crossing position. That's real intelligence, not just lumping it in there and hoping something works out. He's actually forcing the issue by changing the angle of the ball in.
Not to get confused with Hessenthaler. His name is Hesse.
Luke Norris lurking with intent.
And that's too deep. There could be a chance here. Oh.
He didn't take the chance. Looked to be deflected behind as Roberts flung himself at it, but where was the marking from Forest Green Rovers?
Oh, it's brilliant last-ditch defending, but they both get caught underneath the ball. It's Traore and Roberts who both go towards the ball. One of them's got to stay with Luke Norris, clearly. That's far too easy. It's a very important block, but they've got to learn lessons defensively here, Forest Green. You can't allow a centre forward that much space in the penalty area.
Oh,
just about a turn for it, flinging himself at it.
From the left.
The questions will be asked. Swindon looking to ask another one now. Hussey's delivery again.
Poor corner, easily headed out, but Swindon still
got the ball. The handball by Traore. The referee saw it and has waved play on. That's Bennett.
Will he be booked for that?
Traore. One-stop Swindon town. A couple of times by Mark Cooper. Brilliantly done by Drysdale Traore. Perkis.
Swindon bang it back in now. And that's gone out for a throw on the right side.
Flickroft took over at Swindon in June. He didn't have the best of welcomes. Swindon trained at a community complex. He was telling me yesterday, the first 2 days he turned up for training, he was asked if he was there for the Slimmers World Club. He emphatically told them no. But he's relishing every moment as Swindon town manager.
Yeah, I think he'll be pleased with the way his team has started here as well. They've got the ball down, they've mixed it up, they've played long at times, got it into midfield, got the ball wide. Hussey on the ball, crosses into the box. I think he'll be disappointed maybe his team haven't got a penalty. Chance for Luke Norris, didn't end up in the back of the net either.
And that'll be a free kick for Forest Green.
The challenges are flying in here. All the players are complaining to the referee. That's why the free kick has gone Forest Green's way. Dungus flying in and doesn't get to the ball.
Yeah, it was done. He was penalised there. Anderson was caught himself by Charlie Cooper after
40 minutes
the whistle had gone.
We are waiting the first goal of the game. Let's say I don't get many 0-0s.
Chance for Forest Green to load the edge of the Swindon box here. Short to Dale Bennett. Now the ball is swung in and
good
handling from Vigouroux.
He kicks straight out.
To pick out Kellen Gordon
on the halfway line.
But we're already seeing a change of style with the kicking of Lawrence Vigouroux. He's had to adapt to a new way of playing out from the back under David Flickroft.
And a long kick from the Forest Green keeper. It's headed straight back up by Swindon. It's scrappy.
No ball. For Tony Gomez to run here.
Needed now.
Gomez.
Gomez
unable to pounce. He does have that raw ability, that trickery. Tony Gomez can go either way.
Now from the left.
Yeah, that's the problem that Chris Hussey faces, of course, against a young player. You're not really sure exactly what they're going to do, so you don't know that much about them.
They're going down the left, so what's Forest going to do?
Traore. No ball.
Passing the ball around.
Forest Green Rovers have settled into this game now.
Exactly going forward.
Yeah, the early stages they were playing that ball long towards Christian Doidge. Now they're just starting to knock it around a little bit, settling into the game. It's going to be difficult for them. Only one win this season.
Going back.
And giving goals away for fun, so they needed to settle. They started to do that.
Not a lot happening. It's on the right.
Bennett.
Back up.
Noble.
Not about passing Noble, but it's not.
Trying to make life awkward for Hussey, and he succeeded.
It's good work from Will Randall, just chasing a lost cause here. He shouldn't get anything out of this situation. Chris Hussey just looking to screen off Randall. Just catches his right toe, and it is a set piece.
Maybe there's a chance now for Forest Green to take the lead. First corner of the game for the Rovers.
Christian Doidge just pulled away to beyond the far post. It's gone short to Gomez, and Doidge gets to it.
Thing is that he pull off.
Kellen Gordon. Not the most orthodox, but it worked out for him.
No, Swindon not able to counter-attack, but they still got the ball inside their own half, and now they can
see what corner that from Forest Green Rovers, because Christian Doidge had pulled away to this side of the penalty area. By the time Swindon looked up, He's having a pop at goal.
You've got the centre-halves up as well, Doige in there as well, and Swindon would have expected the ball into the 6-yard box. They just didn't do that and caught Swindon out. It was a difficult chance though for Doige because he's moving away from goal.
Could be a chance for them, but that's a misplaced
Loose from Noble. Kellen Gordon, who like Timmy Alsnick, is on loan at Swindon from Derby. Triori getting stuck in.
Triori started the game really strong. His passing's been good, but his appetite for the tackle is what it's all about in that position.
Gomez, who looks to have been encouraged by his first run at Swindon in this contest, and here's his second now on the charge. He looks a threat.
Just slightly naive there, taking a shot on this. There's no angle to get a shot in, needed just to feed that ball wide, but he's only 18 years old. Good to see him in possession, but he needed to get his head up and pass it.
The same Liverpool youth teams as James Alexander-Arnold and Ben Woodburn as well. He's seen them make progress at Anfield, and he's hoping to follow suit. There's Randall. Cooper. Now Lurd.
That's what Lurd can do. Number 3 puts the ball in, and that should be easily cleared by Swindon.
Triore.
Some good
Scott Lurd again.
In there from Torway. Really having a decent game there for Forest Green Rovers. The outstanding player so far.
We all held our breath there, wondering where the ball was about to drop on this side of the pitch.
If the ball had come into the gantry, I would have killed it on my chest and just put it back on the pitch.
You forget I've seen you play. You probably would have injured yourself in the process, Andy.
Deutsch.
There's Laird. Triore.
Forest Green passing the
Cooper.
ball around.
Under his dad here at Forest Green Rovers.
Throwing on the other side of the
Forest
pitch.
Green now enjoying more of the ball after being pushed back early on by Swindon.
Yeah, it's been a good spell for them. The confidence is growing. They're starting to knock that ball around and trying to create some opportunities now. What they've got to do is try and get into wide areas, get the fullbacks forward, get crosses into the box for Doige and Noble.
7 minutes, but they've not really created anything. Nothing to worry Swindon yet.
Mark Roberts, who's won promotion with Fleetwood in the past.
Should have had a penalty in the first few minutes of this
Randall
game.
stepped in field again. He might fancy this.
Now for Forest Green. No, he's not able to get a shot on.
Trying to shake off Lancashire. Gomez.
That's not going to cause any problems in the kid who called out in Gavitt's. Quite easy.
Mark Cooper will be pleased that
play.
Forest Green have got through the first 20 minutes without being hit here. They could have fallen behind, but Luke Norris, who's bearing down on goal, his effort was deflected wide. Forest Green have conceded 5 goals in the opening 15 minutes of matches this season. That really has cost them in the opening weeks.
To the Swindon, bring the ball forward. Nice little pass.
Keshi Anderson. Hussey on the ground this time and repelled by Lee Collins.
Great defensive position that Lee Collins takes up here. Really clever football from Keshi Anderson, encouraging a Hussey forward once again.
Played in.
Swindon not done yet and kicked away again by Collins.
And good thing in that
it's so important that Collins and Roberts switch on defensively, because if there's not a lot of pressure on the ball, it's going to end up coming into the 6-yard box. We're aiming for Luke Norris time and time again, so the two centre-halves really do need to switch on.
Been a spectacular game so far. We need a goal to liven things up. hoofed. Headed on straight back to the Swindon keeper. Forest Green Rovers starting to find their feet in League Two.
There's Perkis.
They've got their win over Port Vale.
Now done. That's the steel and drive at the heart of that Swindon midfield.
Also beat
Giving chase to that. Roberts with an eye on him. Gordon forced Roberts into action. Roberts did well to get himself out of a tight spot, and Anderson couldn't make anything of it either. There's Traore.
And at the moment, early days for Swindon. Swindon, of course, the favourites to go straight back up.
Done.
Long ball played by Swindon.
Roberts.
Norris.
The referee had a long look at that as Dunn made the challenge.
Just inside their own half.
Drysdale wants a word with the Swindon midfielder.
Well, it's one of those challenges that if you don't get the ball, you run the risk of being booked. I'm not sure it's an awful lot of contact. Maybe it's just going to be a word from the referee. I think with players like Dunn and Traore in central midfield, the challenges are going to go flying in. Is there much contact here when it breaks?
Not really.
Well, not an awful lot. I think actually pulls out the challenge done. So I think the referee's done the right thing. Have a word just to say, you know, be careful. There's no real foul in there.
Challenge at all. No need for the referee.
He can play on the edge in that midfield area. Can James Dunn. Sometimes he can get it slightly wrong. Well, for the course in that midfield position he plays.
That's going to be a free kick.
Goes flying off Dunn this time.
Yeah, I think for players like Dunn and Traore, it's very important you don't get booked early, because then that, of course, changes the way you go about the midfield role that they've been given. They're both in the side to be combative, to win the ball back for the team. You get an early booking, you've got to be very, very careful.
A goal before half-time would really liven things up. I've got a feeling the longer this stays 0-0, it's going to get a lot more boring.
Rescue clearance, but Randall will pick up here for the home team.
Yeah, the best chance did fall for Norris, but he didn't.
Robertson, who has such an important role to play now with the long-term injury suffered by the unfortunate Dion Conroy.
That's going to be another free kick for Forest Green. We have 5 viewers. Hello.
Here's Scott Laird.
Because I do have the facilities to download this and upload it to YouTube when the match is finished.
Now Kellen Gordon.
Gordon now. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's too deep.
The retreating Tony Gomez. Maybe penned in here. Tries to pick out his captain Noble. Now Traore. Seen a lot of the ball in this first 25 minutes. Deutsch. Cooper. Laird. Just about to
pass there
play.
from Cooper to Laird on the left. Going Forest Green, not really going forward. Just passing the ball around.
The 3 central midfielders for Forest Green Rovers tonight.
There's more live football tomorrow. Tottenham take on West Ham in that Randall derby at the Olympic Stadium.
Deutsch. There's Noble.
And the big one up in Scotland is the Old Firm derby.
The Swindon bench urging the team to press the ball here. The cross has gone in towards Deutsch.
And that goes to nowhere.
It will be a Forest Green Rovers corner.
Very patient football from the home side. They're working very hard to get it into wide areas, whether it be with attacking fullbacks or with Gomez and Randall on the ball, and they're looking to get their crosses into the box. So they've really come on strong. Actually, first 10 minutes were probably all Swindon. And Forest Green have really settled into the game now.
Maybe they have. They've not
breach
really
Swindon town defence, which has only
anything.
conceded 2 goals on the road so far this season. Away from home, they've been excellent.
Here comes the corner from the right. Is this going to open the scoring? No, it's not. easily headed away.
There's Noble.
Noble puts it in long, headed away.
Nice touch from Dunn. There's Hussey. Gomez is after him.
I promise you there's still Derby on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
One of the individual battles really to watch this evening. Gomez against Hussey.
It'll be nerve-wracking. And I've got a feeling it's not going to finish 0-0 at Hillsborough. There's still Derby, a must-watch game on Sunday. There'll be a throw-in to Swindon.
Well, Forest Green is a club with a difference, trying to make a difference. Dale Vince is the multi-millionaire owner who has made his cash in selling reusable energy.
Dale Vince
Used to be a New Age traveller fixing motorbikes to get by as he lived in an 8-wheel ex-US Air Force radar trailer, would you believe? And one day decided he was going to build an industrial wind turbine and change the way things are done, and that turbine is on the hill just behind us.
Try and come forward and create something. Really at no goalmouth action since.
And you know, Andy doesn't talk about, you know, the vegan food on offer around
take
here.
His chance very
the way
early
people
on
are changing their diets, likes of Sergio Guerrero and Lionel Messi don't eat meat during the playing season. Jermaine Defoe is a full-time vegan. Dale Bennett playing right back, and Charlie Cooper are as well here in this Forest Green Rovers team. And the analysts and the scientific people here will tell you that they didn't suffer any soft tissue injuries last season.
You've got no chance of being
put that down to the diet.
Or make a huge difference. The one person that's going to influence me to take up the vegan diet is Keith Andrews, our very own Keith Andrews in the studio. If he's a vegan, I want a bit of that as well.
The players can eat meat away from here. It's just pre-match and post-match and at training. It is
just coming up
vegan
to the
food which is on offer.
mark.
And that is it.
Been a great game. Throw into Swindon, just by the corner flag on the right.
Title charge was
take it long.
Fueled by
no,
fry up some pizzas.
There's a cross
a couple of years ago, so different ways. That's Mulling.
It's going out for a goal kick from Mullins. Well wide of the mark.
Collins, how quickly he gets this ball out of his feet. Not sure how close the shot is, but it's how quickly he makes his mind up, adjusts his body here.
Yeah, close
the shot in. The keeper, I think he's expecting it.
Whatsoever. That is wide.
Just past that far post, but Mulling, I haven't seen a lot of him in the opening half an hour of the game, but he does have quality in that right boot to put that in the top corner.
Number 7 for Swindon. Signed from Morecambe on July the 1st.
Here is Muller. Hussey.
Swindon got the ball in their own half. Trying to come forward. That just goes out for a throw-in, or is it going to be a free kick? The referee has blown for something.
With a goal in tonight's League One contest between AFC Wimbledon and MK Dons.
AFC Wimbledon, it's now 2-0 to MK Dons
to stay above
Kingstonian Stadium.
In the League One table.
Throw-in taken long, and that's gone out for another throw-in, this time to Swindon in their half.
Goal is here, half an hour in.
15 minutes
best opportunity in the contest so far, falling the way of Luke Norris, who's been prolific this season, but he was thwarted at the last by a Mark Roberts block. Noble.
Noble loses it. Swindon now coming forward.
Keshi Anderson on the charge.
No.
In full flow. This is Luke Norris.
Oh, it's gone very scrappy. Luke Norris has lost it, and that's a free kick.
Traore does that screening job really effectively.
Screen right now
in his own penalty area, so you've got to time your challenges right here. You can't go diving in.
Oh,
Luke Norris does a brilliant job. It's a bit theatrical the way he goes to ground, but he's in the right position initially to actually stop that Swindon attack.
Well, he was disciplined towards the end of his time at Swindon Town. It basically was the end of his time at Swindon Town. Maybe a bit of a point to prove here tonight, but he's done well in the opening half hour, Drysdale.
going to come to nothing. I think Hesse has got that, and that will be a throw into Swindon. What do you think Hesse is going to take?
Gomez. Done. There's Traore.
Very scrappy now.
Was a challenge made on Norris by Dale Bennett.
But it's Swindon coming forward.
That's Mullen.
And Mullins is...
Oh, did creep out of play.
No, it's getting the phone. Could have been a suspicion that would have been a free
Swindon. There's some of 15 players left. The likes of Nathan Thompson, Yasser Kassim, Rafael Branco. 16 came in. David Flitcroft used almost every contact he had in the game to bring players in. Fellow coaches that he met on his pro licence course.
David Flitcroft played for
Bury. Leads to a change in mentality because there was a losing mentality at the club last season.
It's been true for both clubs. The amount of players that have come and gone, it's so difficult for modern managers to actually deal with that during the course of the summer. They're on the phones more than anything else, trying to sort out what kind of squad they're going to have next season.
Rovers. I know one of them played for Shrewsbury, but I'm not sure which one.
Dale Bennett back on his feet. I think there's a chance between him and Luke Norris a few moments ago. They both went for it here.
This one was just slightly late. Like Norris should have picked up an injury more than Bennett there, actually, but it's going to be competitive. We've had an awful lot of quality in the game, but clearly both sides are up for the battle.
Quality. There's been absolutely no quality in this game so far.
Kind of nice local derby here on the Cotswolds. That's Hussey.
Do Swindon fans see this as a local derby?
There's Collins.
Wiltshire versus Gloucestershire. Forest Green, ball played in at full ball, easily cleared by Swindon. Not controlled, and it's going to be a throw in.
Noble just mixing his game up with his short, getting the ball into his feet, but Deutsch wasn't on the same wavelength, played the forward ball, and Deutsch was caught on his heels.
Forest Green Rovers.
He's a striker who can hold the ball up, he can also run in behind, Christian Deutsch. It's almost 30 goals last season to help fire Forest Green Rovers
can't do anything.
to the EFL for the first time in their 128-year history.
Easily done by Swindon. Long ball played up. A bit away. Bit of head tennis.
There's Randall.
Who's Randall for Forest Green? How long can he keep hold of the ball? Not long.
Did well to hold on to possession there under pressure from Elsnick.
Ball played out on the right.
Gomez.
Back on the right.
This is Bennett. Gomez.
Not sure where to go. They're trying to go
Charlie
forward.
This is Traore. On his feet again.
There comes Traore. What can he do? Absolutely nothing. He's still got the ball
starting to dig their heels in here, although Lawrence Vigouroux hasn't really been tested in their goal as of yet.
Out on the left now with Forest Green.
Now Scotland. Randall.
Here comes Randall.
Perkis gets through him.
It's a corner.
He's raging that a corner kick has been given.
Well, this is what Will Randall has to do. He's right footed playing on the left, so naturally he's probably going to go inside. A full-back and try and get a cross in, but he does the right thing. He goes on the outside. Tries to get a left-footed cross in. Difficult for the officials to get it right. It did look as if it came off the full-back.
Are we going to get that opening goal? Bowling.
Fired in by Noble.
And Noble not really controlling his head.
There's Gomez.
There's more defensive.
Really important touch from Luke Norris. Doing his defensive work.
Gomez just runs out of pitch.
Wonderfully pacey ball in. We know centre forwards at times have to come back and help out. I'm sure he gets a touch on this. Mark Roberts is flying towards the ball. Maybe just a slight flick of the head there from Luke Norris. So important he got there.
No, I think they came off Noble's head.
Important in both boxes this season so far for Swindon, Luke Norris.
Goal kick. Right up the field.
Apologies if you just heard any bad language, or effects mic's very close to the crowd here. Right on top of the pitch.
On the Swindon.
There's Randall.
As the half has gone on, Forest Green have grown and grown into the game. They're dominating the ball. They're just not creating opportunities.
79% of possession
really had a save to make yet.
Greens.
Swindon again showing their compact side.
As I'm saying, they've not created
dogged, determined side away from home. More expansive at home, which has cost him actually. David Flitcroft admitted he's made mistakes at the county ground by going after teams early on and being too open at home. But away from home, they've been taking care of business.
Well, of course, you can have a game plan before every game, but sometimes the match doesn't actually transpire like that, so you've got to do whatever is necessary to win the game. And tonight we might be looking at a single goal deciding this, so
they
work very hard to keep the opposition out and maybe take that one opportunity when it does eventually come along.
No ball.
And they lost it straight away.
This now is Perkis.
Swindon clear up, play a long bowl. It could be a chance for Swindon. Good ball in the box now.
Anderson. This now is Gordon.
Oh, it's too deep.
Deflects across that 6-yard area. Could have gone anywhere.
And that'll go out for a throw into Swindon.
Swindon Town stung into life again.
They're not very alert.
One Swindon wide player actually providing for the other.
Swindon the game.
There's Elsnick. It's Gordon's cross and Mullins' effort, which deflected across the face of goal. And it could have gone anywhere. There's Dunn. Hussey. Holding going on the side of penalty here. It's Roberts and Luke Norris getting to know each other again.
Gordon
looks to be struggling. Hussey.
Bowling. Hussey. Nope.
Elsnick.
Ball now in. No one alert.
There's Kellen Gordon.
Gordon tries. Has he got a corner?
Maybe another corner.
Scott Laird shouldn't be allowing Kellen Gordon to turn on this ball when he takes possession in the penalty area, close him down, force him away from goal. See Scott Laird actually stands off him.
He shoots.
Kellen Gordon was able to get the shot in.
Well wide, but lucky enough to get the corner.
His Derby County debut last month in the EFL Cup. Kellen Gordon.
5 minutes of a very non-intriguing half.
I'm hoping that something will drop his way on the
Something
edge of the penalty area here.
It's a game of two halves. This could be the opener as he puts the ball in. And it's headed away.
Getting to that. That's Luke
Getting
Norris.
scrappy. Who's going to get it out? Who's
Sure
going to get it first?
Forest Green Rovers managed to dig their heels in. That's Gomez. Presents the ball straight back to Elsnick.
He's Swindon again. It's a good ball, but he's offside. We saw the benefit
there of a striker coming back to defend the set piece.
Well, Swindon have had 2 big shouts of penalties in this first half. Anderson sets the move forward. It's a brilliant ball in from Gordon. The shot comes in from Mullin, but it is a push on Keshi Anderson as he tries to close in here. It's actually Lee Collins at his back.
Always the angle.
Is actually goal side of him. Just a left arm comes out there again. To me, that's a clear penalty. Left arm comes out,
but that's not enough to push him over. That was never a penalty for Swindon. Yes, Luke Norris should have had a
Collins
penalty
and Roberts have really got away with a couple of dodgy challenges.
Is not a penalty, so it's still only one penalty shout out, which
they have won a couple of penalties already this season, Swindon Town.
Swindon again.
Chap being converted by Luke Norris.
I think this time they're going to be more alert.
Elsnick.
It's well wide, straight to the crowd.
Really selfish actually from Elsnick. He's got Paul Mullin in acres of space to his left. Just keep the move rolling. Just get that ball out to Mullin. He's got so much space, he can decide what he wants to do with it. He shouldn't be taking the shot on here. Acres of space, but look at Mullin. Far corner of the penalty area. Just give him the ball and let him run at Dale Bennett.
Right to put a cross in.
Forest Green have seen plenty of the ball, but Swindon look more of a threat going forward.
The Swindon, two on
three key attacking players, Mullin, Anderson and Gordon, across the midfield when they get into wide areas, look really dangerous. Hussey's got forward to good effect as well, and
we're both at the keeper.
Just at the moment, the last 5 minutes or so, are hanging on a little bit.
One was a header and one was a scuffed shot.
Robertson's header has dropped straight here to Will Randall.
No, it's
Randall was pounced upon by Lancashire. There's Mullin, who was caught late. I feel I want a word with Dale Bennett, if not more. The card is out.
Again, it's one of those challenges where you have to get something on the ball. If you get off your feet and catch your man, it's a major risk. Mullin's always just going to help it forward. It's just slightly late in the challenge, and it's not the worst you've ever seen. If you don't get the ball and catch your man, you're going to get booked.
He didn't get the ball, and he certainly caught his man. I'm sorry, that's number 2 Dale Bennett who's been booked, and rightly so. As we come up to the last 3 minutes.
Drafted in the summer, Paul Mullin. It's been on the books of Everton and Liverpool.
Because they Swindon are now with kit manufacturers Puma.
Swindon started well, and they're ending the half on top here.
Yes, they are, but they're not creating anything.
Elsnick.
This game needs a goal from anybody and anywhere.
I do feel the story of this first half. Forest Green have had plenty of possession, but have looked pretty toothless. Figueroa has hardly had a say to make. Swindon have had a fair amount of the ball themselves, but they do look so much more threatening in the wide areas. Luke Norris has looked lively as well. So I do think David Flitcroft was slightly disappointed. The side out ahead, and the 2 penalty shouts from me were
hopefully the second half will explode into action. Needs something to liven this up. It has been boring.
Tony Gomez.
I can't be blamed for
There's
that.
Cooper. Gomez running into Elsnick.
More scrappy football.
Now Liam Noble.
Liam Noble puts it out for throwing to Swindon, hitting the cameraman on the halfway line.
There's a captain's armband with pride here at the New Lawn, Liam Noble. Never afraid to speak his mind. Had a pop at the fans for their reaction when they cheered Charlie Cooper's substitution here against Exeter a couple of weeks ago. And he said, "Don't boo a young lad, boo me."
For Swindon, and then the game maybe not.
Nice touch from Noble.
Was this a chance? Good pass
Randall
there from
giving chase
Noble.
in a race here with Perkis.
He's been tracked back too easy.
Randall.
And that's a poor shot from Randall in the end.
Kept alive by Noble.
Was
There's
right,
Cooper.
1 minute of injury time.
Now Bennett. Deutsch lurking, and Figueroa gets to it again. And once again, Swindon Town standing their ground when Forest Green Rovers have asked questions of their back line.
It's not the greatest ball in. You see Christian Deutsch actually catches this on the back of his head. The ball needs to be in front of him, giving something to attack. He's actually moving back towards the ball. Very hard to generate any pace or precision with a header from that kind of range.
One additional minute is almost up here.
It certainly is.
Scotland having a few problems with his feet again.
He's ended the half as he started it.
Goalless at the break. Then Derby night on the Cotswolds. Luke Norris with the best opportunity of the night so far, but was thwarted by a late block from Mark Roberts. And Swindon Town have had 2 penalty shouts, both turned down by Darren Drysdale. 2 big shouts as well. Half-time, Forest Green 0, Swindon Town 0.
A good London derby tomorrow in the Premier League. 11:30 it's West Ham against Spurs. Super Sunday. Well, it was a Sky Bet Championship fixture last season, wasn't it? Brighton against Newcastle,
I'll go
3
Tottenham, Newcastle.
And the Monday night football from the Emirates is Arsenal against West Brom. 7 o'clock, Sky Sports Premier League channel, and also in Ultra HD. Well, the Forest Green fans enjoying the vegan food on offer here.
Vegan food at the Devil's Kitchen.
It looks pretty popular. He's certainly enjoying it. Clearly not the food that David Craig was preparing earlier. 0-0. Swindon had a couple of penalty appeals, but neither were given in that first half. One goal could well win this. Second half comes next.
We're nearly ready for that second half.
The superstar manager. He's got the glittering playing career behind him. He's got titles on the continent, the ego, the attitude, and the hairdryer permanently set to hot. Will he press, play on the break, or park the bus? And does he get what this league is all about? This is when you decide. At BetStars, your winning football like a bonus could increase from 5% with 3 teams to 100% with 14. Call it at BetStars.
And let's get back to Andy Hinchcliffe and Gary Weir.
Right, we're back for the
The
second
aim for
half.
Swindon Town this season is an
Here at
immediate
the new
return to
0-0.
League One. David Flickcroft has been left in absolutely no doubt that
utterly
is what they
dire.
want. It's what he wants.
But fingers crossed, this
The budget is
second
top
half
6.
is going to be
They
explosive.
are not planning
Action-packed.
on hanging around in League Two.
End to
Too
end,
long.
full of goals, full of incidents.
They have
Here we
looked
go.
the more threatening team in the opening 45
Forest
minutes
Green
here.
to kick off.
I just feel that keeping a clean sheet for Forest Green Rovers and Mark Cooper is really important tonight. Looking for their first clean sheet in the
The ball
EFL.
falls to
Huge
Swindon.
boost in confidence, just keeping that clean
That'll
sheet.
be the
With
first
a couple of
throw-in.
occasions there, to me, they were
second
both
half
penalties
for
that should have been given
Forest
Swindon's
Green.
way. Swindon, I do agree, they do have that extra touch of quality. Certainly attacking midfielders and in Luke Norris. I think great opportunities for those four in particular. The game can be won by Swindon.
Of course, Forest Green are going to move to a new stadium, eco-friendly.
No changes by,
They are
no
an
changes by either team at the
eco-friendly
break here.
club.
Forward by Cooper. That's done. He was caught late.
Late
Let's go down
change.
to the Forest Green Rovers dugout. David Craig is with Mark Cooper.
Mark, you managed to keep Swindon at bay in the first half. How do you go about winning the game in the second half?
We've just got to be better in the final third. You know, we've not sparked yet. Our flair players have not really sparked. Had a couple of little runs from Tony, but we've just got to be better in the final third. We played some decent football in the middle of the pitch, so we'll be better in the final third.
Thanks.
Yeah, Mark Cooper relying on his wingmen to do the damage tonight here against Swindon Town.
Yeah, I totally agree with Mark. They are keeping the ball from side to side across the pitch reasonably well, but getting into the final third, getting that quality ball in, quality finish, that's what it's all about now for them.
Forest Green with a bit of a change in system from the off tonight, going with 4-3-3, which went well for them in the second half against Port Vale last weekend. Also Swindon, a reminder that Dion Conroy is facing 9 months out after damaging his cruciate.
It's early doors.
Chris Robertson has come in for him tonight. That's Scott Laird.
There's a balloon on the pitch. Go back to the Swindon keeper.
That's Collins. To the 800 also Swindon Town fans that are here officially tonight. This is quite a Swindon stronghold though, Nailsworth, so there are plenty of Swindon Town fans that are based locally here. The away game closer than a home game for some in the stadium tonight. Chris Hussey. Noble.
Forest Green Rovers are the smallest team in
Here's Lee
the
Collins.
Football League, the smallest population.
Gomez trying to put the squeeze on Hussey, who finds Lawrence Figueroa.
Work.
Norris in a battle with Collins for the first time tonight.
Spark this game into life.
Now Laird.
Desperately need a goal from somewhere. It's Forest Green ball their own half, chipped out the right,
Randall on the move.
and that'll be a foul.
Lancashire was there to greet him, and he's been penalised, the Swindon captain.
I think it's going to be a
just makes the challenge slightly late, but it's good football from Forest Green. They've started the second half really well. Encouraging start for them.
It's definitely a booking.
Just late into the challenge, doesn't get the ball. It's a clear free kick and an opportunity for Forest Green to put Swindon under some early pressure here.
The last thing they need is another centre-back to pick up an injury. Lancashire, Chris Robertson, the only two fully fit centre-backs at the club for Swindon right now.
And they make it count.
Rebel standing over this, delivering that set piece. It drops almost to Gomez. It does drop to Gomez, who couldn't finish things off.
Don't know who got the ball.
He did about the best he could. The ball broke his way very kindly, but he adjusted his body, got his balance. It's down the side of the goalkeeper, it's in. Ball ricochets around. Falls kindly to Tony Gomez, who does well. He's just actually stood off. The ball breaks his way. He does well to get a clean strike in. To stay down the sides of Vigouroux. That would have been 1-0.
Yeah, he would have put it left.
He's not too sure where his best position is. He is just 18 years of age, Tony Gomez. He's mainly played as a striker for Liverpool's youth teams. No stranger to playing out wide, which is where he's operating tonight.
And it's not a free kick for Swindon now. Forest Green come forward eventually in their own time.
Scotland.
One ball played up. Headed back down by Swindon. Can Swindon control it? No, they can't. Retain possession. It could be a chance here for Swindon. Oh, straight at the keeper.
Cashy Anderson and Collins gets
another save from the keeper.
But suddenly, huge gaps appeared at the back. And Luke Norris couldn't take advantage.
I've seen this so many times with the Forest Green this season. They're in possession, they give the ball away cheaply, and the gap between their two centre halves is well, it's huge. That's why Luke Norris gets in. But Bradley Collins,
right side of the goal.
It's a great first save, and then he gets his position very quickly after making that first save. That enables him to make the second one. But Forest Green lose possession like that. You've got to be tighter defensively. They nearly paid a heavy price.
So still 0-0.
He's had the two best chances of the night. That the best one of them.
That was a decent opportunity for Luke Norris, and absolutely fluffed it.
Lost his way last season, but he scored 6 times this. He could have had a couple more, and you can see he's frustrated with himself with that chance coming and going.
Are we going to get a goal in this game?
That's Collins.
51 minutes played, still 0-0. Should be 1-0 to Swindon. How did Luke Norris miss?
Perkis.
Now for no. But they got
this is very fortunate. Just put the ball into the stands. He tries to play in the wrong area. Allows Gomez to get in.
Signs of the game just beginning to open up here in Gloucestershire.
And what we're seeing is both sides making defensive errors. That's playing into the opposition's hands. You've got to be tighter defensively than this.
Long throw. No. From goal kick to Swindon.
Forest Green are in possession here. They give it away cheaply. Ball breaks into that midfield area. Dale Bennett gives it away, but the gap. See the distance between the two Forest Green centre halves. That is ridiculous. And that's why Luke Norris gets in. Bradley Collins just brilliantly. He stays on his feet, doesn't go to ground, doesn't give Norris anything to shoot at. Brilliant piece of goalkeeping.
Disagree.
He can be hugely self-critical, Luke Norris.
It's a miss
something
from
that David Clickcroft admires, but he's trying to get that side out of his game because he can dwell on missed opportunities.
He's actually done all the hard work. He got himself in between the two centre halves, expecting his team to win the ball back and play him in. So he did everything right. It's just about making your mind up and tucking that ball past the keeper. But give Collins a lot of credit. He made it hard for Norris. So many goalkeepers in this position, maybe go flying after the ball, diving after the ball, but Collins didn't do that. He stayed on his feet. No matter whether you say it with your hands or your feet, keep the ball out. It's the fact that he stayed on his feet and didn't go down early and give the centre forward something to actually shoot at.
No problems here for Dale Bennett.
I totally disagree with you, Andy Hinchcliffe. The former Everton and Man City and Sheffield Wednesday play also appears.
Green Rovers right back being attended to here.
He took a knock in the first half, so whether it's a fresh injury or recurrence of that one took in the first 45 minutes, we'll have to see, but
playing there down
Cooper will be desperate to get to Bennett back up on his feet and continuing. As I say, it's so important, that back four for Forest Green. They stay on the field and play as a unit.
And it looks like Forest Green are now preparing the substitution.
Cavity, who's on loan here from Nottingham Forest, is being readied there by goalkeeping coach Steve Hale, who was Swindon born and bred, by the way. Steve Hale, the goalkeeping coach here, Swindon Town fan, but plotting their downfall tonight. It looks like it is the end of the night for Dale Bennett.
Well, when Jakovici's actually played for Forest Green this season, he's actually played as a centre-half, so someone's going to have to switch a position and play right back.
Off goes David Bennett, that's Alex.
Alex Jakovity,
20, born in Scotland, on loan
to enter the fray here.
Forest.
Did start last season when the championship with his parent club Nottingham Forest started the first two championship games. Another who's come through that thriving Forest youth system. Can play full-back, but left-back.
Yeah, it looks like Lee Collins is going to actually go and play right back. He has done that this season for Forest Green, so Jakovity will then partner Roberts at the back.
Or
forget what I just said. It looks like Jakovity is going to play right back, unusual position for him.
From the Forest Green game on the way. Most entertaining.
Alex Jakovity on the launch pad again here for Forest Green Rovers.
And in Scotland sounds kind of Italian.
And we're hearing from the Forest Green Rovers bench that it was that injury that Dale Bennett suffered. That challenge in the first half, that has ended his game here. Lancashire again struggling. We saw him struggling a few moments ago. Here's Lee Collins.
In their own half, played long. That's not going to reach anybody.
Once again, this is the hit and hope forward ball from Lee Collins. That hasn't been good enough for Forest Green tonight. The service in towards Doidge and Noble has been really poor.
Easily headed away, headed back. Another header, another
Gomez.
header.
Lancashire caught by the boot of Liam Noble.
Noble catching the play in this game.
It's one of those bouncing balls where actually I don't think Dunn can actually see.
Goes the ball and catches the player.
Coming across to make the header. I think he actually pulls out the challenge as well. That's why he's appealing to the referee. There's nothing in it. He actually pulls his foot away.
Lancashire, who has won promotion with Rochdale.
It's
Keith Hill who recommended him to David Flickcroft. Noble.
There we go.
There's Randall.
Is this where they score? No, we don't.
And the referee's had a look at it. He has given the foul by Robertson. It was yellow carded.
It's a brilliant piece of play actually from Liam Noble here. Great awareness of the movement of Randall beyond him. Plays the ball into his path, and you see Robertson just steps across his man. He's not playing the ball. It's a body check.
Where Forest Green
almost every player is involved in that discussion.
Inject some much-needed life.
Noble can strike them.
It's been dull. It's been dull.
Place the ball down here.
It's Noble, the captain of Forest Green, going to take this from the right side.
Yeah, it's probably more natural for the right footer to whip this over the wall and try and keep it away from Vigouroux to his right hand, but Laird there as well. He's got the opportunity with his left foot to bring the ball back in towards the goalkeeper.
He's about to find out.
Lawrence Vigouroux more or less in a central position.
Ball goes
it's
over.
Noble. Pick out that top corner.
Crossbar.
Couldn't deliver.
Into the crowd.
Who actually reads this? There's not enough pace on the ball. You've got to really put your foot through it, really whip it towards that top corner, even if it's on target. Vigouroux is saving this.
Yeah, it's well over. And the keeper was there anyway.
He was on Notts County with there were those there who thought he should be playing at a much higher level, Liam Noble. In the end, he dropped out of the EFL for a season.
Could be chanting for Swindon.
There's Luke Norris. Is this his moment?
And Luke Norris blasts.
Once again,
wide.
Forest Green causing themselves defensive problems. Lee Collins playing in the wrong areas. Just put your foot through the ball.
Oops.
Don't try and be clever there. Play your way out from the back. You see what Luke Norris is trying to do. Just fade that ball back in towards the far post. But playing in the wrong areas. They've got to learn lessons. Could have been very costly.
It's well wide. Finding the right side of the
Not his night so far.
It's just been confirmed Chris Robertson of Swindon has picked up a booking.
Cooper. Lancashire. Cooper.
Good tennis.
Cooper jumping into Kellen Gordon, but the referee was happy with it. There's Charlie Cooper again.
Doesn't find his man. Very scrappy.
Hearing from the Swindon bench that Kane Woolery may well be joining the fray shortly. The man who helped take Forest Green into the English Football League.
Now back down the left. Takes one man on. Could this be the chance?
Quality was hoping for. There's a lack of communication between Gomez and Iacovitti. So easy for Hussey to get in here. Gomez goes to sleep. Iacovitti looks like a centre-half playing it right back to me. Just far too much on the ball in from Hussey to take his time and roll that ball across the 6-yard box.
Just over 3,000 in place here at Nailsworth tonight. The town of Nailsworth, population of just under 6,000. Smallest place to have
half
ever
of Nailsworth have
hosted an EFL club, and almost 1,000 have come from Swindon for this contest tonight. The first league meeting between these two. Noble.
Ball play by Noble. As he just plays it back to his keeper, very comfortable indeed.
Has Mullin.
Mullins plays a ball in. No one's going to get to that besides the keeper. An hour has been played. Unfortunately, half an hour, 50 minutes gone in the second half. Unfortunately, it's just exactly the same as the first half.
Cooper.
Very decent chance.
Charlie Cooper again.
To Norris, and he couldn't take it.
Norris, the inevitable target here, but dealt with by Roberts. Kellen Gordon. There's Randall.
No. Someone's got a free kick.
Traore.
And Traore can't believe
pleading
it.
his innocence.
Substitution.
So here's the change then
Swindon.
from Swindon Town. To make way is Kellen Gordon.
Off.
And the man to come
And
on
it's Woolery.
is Kane Woolery.
Coming on.
A few cheers from the Forest Green Rovers fans. This is the man who scored twice for them in the playoff final at Wembley back in springtime to help take them into the EFL, but he did turn down a permanent move here in the summer when Forest Green thought they had it done. Straight into the action.
Would have been an inspired substitution. David Flitcroft, his first touch was good. The shot wasn't so good, just snatches at it really. Brings the threat of goals. Woolery's pacey as well. The personnel has changed, but the formation very similar to how it was before.
Nowhere near on target.
Well, as I mentioned, Forest Green thought they had the deal done for £175,000, but then things changed, and Swindon ended up paying twice that to Wigan to get the services of Kane Woolery. Will never be forgotten here.
And Swindon win a free kick.
Roberts lunging in.
Roberts will
show
be
the yellow card.
It's another one of those situations defensively for Forest Green where they're in possession. And they don't do the right thing. They try and play, they give the ball away. Okay, it doesn't end up with a shot on target, but they give a free kick away in a very dangerous area.
Well, can Swindon take advantage of this free kick? It's in a good area. A good area indeed.
That's something we've seen many times from Swindon over the last few seasons, trying to play in risky areas. When it comes up, it looks great. When it doesn't, it can be punished. Forest Green there, playing themselves into trouble.
It's a free kick, it's floated over.
Sent in by Hussey.
Oh, nothing yet, they're still in possession, played in.
Nice, was trying to get there, but Bradley Collins beat him to the punch.
Easy for Collins. Throw it out. No, he's going to kick it out old school.
Gomez is after this. He'll be leaving the field shortly with Omar Bugil about to come on.
That is a throw in to Swindon.
Elsnick. Yakoviti. Traore. It's getting scrappy.
Free kick.
Well, the Swindon fans below us aren't happy at all. They feel that Gomez actually fouled one of their players first. And Traore was fouled, the referee blew. The Swindon fans letting the referee know exactly what they think.
Well, it hasn't quite happened for the wild men of Forest Green Rovers so far tonight. And Tony Gomez is about to be withdrawn, and on in his place comes Omar Bugil, who scored with his first touch as a substitute against Port Vale last weekend. He is a striker, and he's on into the action.
The problem for Gomez and Randall is that they simply haven't had enough possession. They need the ball into their feet so they can use their pace and their ability to get past defenders in one-on-one situations. It's just not happened for them.
Robertson gets to that.
Three viewers, hello, how are you this fine evening? I do apologise that the match
famous face there, novelist Jilly Cooper,
not
is
very
a local,
entertaining.
not too far away from this stadium.
They show Jilly
Been supporting Forest Green Rovers for a while, and the sponsorship of the club started tonight. Her latest novel, by the way, based on a football club which is bankrolled by a millionaire. I'm not too sure where she got that idea from. I'll buy you for Christmas, Andy.
Now for Forest Green. That'll be a bit too racing
for a man of my age.
Moving on. Woolery. That's done.
Well, able to control it there on the right. Pull ball in. Story of
the
game,
final quarter
really.
of this contest.
Forest
Green Rovers hoping to try and keep a clean sheet for the first time in the EFL tonight.
Another substitution,
try and take
final one
of their chances. Isaiah Osborne is coming on to make his debut. Was a free agent, has just been signed by Mark Cooper, and on into the action tonight, and he'll replace Drysdale Traore. He's had a good night in front of the Forest Green back four.
I suppose the amount of ground that he covers eventually is going to run out of steam, so I'm sure Isaiah Osborne will be sent in there to do a very similar job. On to make his debut, the former Aston Villa man who
As I mentioned, the free agents. Free agents, of course, can still be signed by clubs. That's Woolery. He does have blistering pace if he's allowed to run.
Yeah, the game has got really scrappy, though. The chances we've had in the second half have all come from defensive errors. So what we're looking for is that touch of quality to win the game.
Inside
Swindon
out.
maybe have the edge in that department.
He's going to find it very hard to do much in this game. He's fallen over.
They're just trying to keep Woolery at arm's length.
That'll be a throw into Swindon. Take it long, Hesse. Not going to take it long. Oh, on, try and launch it in.
Nels nicked the target. Norris trying to spin, was surrounded.
And Forest Green come away with it. It's hoofed up the pitch.
Dory just had to do a lot of that kind of work tonight, and he was after his own flicker.
All the way back to the Swindon keeper, who boots it down the pitch.
Roberts. There's Woolery, now done.
Swindon played out on the right.
Perkis.
Nowhere in particular. Over to Hesse.
Now Hussey.
He plays it down the left.
Mullin.
Mullins.
Norris. Norris trying to pick up the pieces.
And Forest Green have a chance to come away with it.
Lancashire went lunging in on Deutsch.
Now Forest Green go for the hoof, which they head out for a
Derby night here tonight. There is a huge contest, a rivalry unrivaled. Rangers against Celtic tomorrow, 11:30.
And that should be meant. Or Wednesday, Celtic should be
is on Sky Sports Football.
Of course, 1 PM. It's Sheffield Wednesday. The Sheffield United and still Derby.
It's been a tight affair here at the new lawn, and the referee just checking on the well-being of the ball. It's a big night though for Forest Green Rovers. Look at the 128 years of history. They've played in the Mid-Gloucestershire League, the Stroud League. They changed the name to Stroud for a while. And this tonight hosting Swindon Town as equals. It's a huge night for this club. Keshi Anderson. There's Woolery. Woolery delivering the cross, and the door slammed shut by Roberts. Perkis. Mullins offside.
But Swindon just starting to put some passes together to stretch the game as well. That's why Woolery was sent on down that right-hand side with his pace, his ability to run at a full-back. To do that, they need to get good possession of the ball, and that's starting to happen.
Well, in the last few years, Swindon have become the team that plays nice football, but have been nice to play against. The plan was to make the second tier of English football doing it that way, but teams got wise to it and picked them off. They didn't change, didn't mix it up, and it's led to them being in this position, being in the bottom league, but he is determined to do it his way and get Swindon on the move again.
Well, you have to have a variety of attacking options unless you're Barcelona and you can play brilliantly, playing that passing football game, and you can carve teams open and keep on doing it. But if that doesn't work and teams set up defensively to make life hard for you, you've got to have another option, another way of playing, and that's what I'm sure David Flitcroft will learn from this group of players he's got this season. But he does have a lot of choices there, a lot of options. He can play a very different way, as we've seen with the substitutions he's made.
That's Hussey. Mullin. Ball by Iacovitti.
Not sure this is intentional. As the arm away from his body, the ball is flicked forward by Mullin. Does the arm come out to stop it? The ball just seems to strike his hand. Not sure that is handball. Hussey was looking for another option this time, another way, but too much on it for Mullin. Again, just that lack of quality. Mullin had ran infield to open the space up for him wide, and all Hussey needed to do was just roll the ball into his path. But Chris Hussey, I think, has this tendency to really wrap everything forward. He's got to take a bit off it. You see Mullin stepping in field, then stepping wide. Just the weight on the forward pass gives him no chance of taking possession.
Both teams looking for one moment of quality, one moment of class to settle
so
this.
Just under 16 minutes left of this intriguing game.
Best chances of the night.
Another long ball.
That's Cooper.
Bobbling around, headed down. Just going to be a chance here for Swindon.
Seen too much of him in the second half.
They won a free kick.
Too much of Osborne.
Well, it is a clear foul because Anderson had got goal side of Osborne. The key players for me, Woolery.
Osborne just pushing him over.
Two players on the ball, running at that tiring Forest Green defence. I'm sure an opportunity is going to come along.
And that should be another yellow card. It's out on the right. I think Mullins swinging
serving
in.
notice here, the master of ceremonies for Swindon Town.
Back of the net.
Sweet contact here. Don't try and smash it, just really whip it. It's all about the contact he makes here. Don't try too hard.
Here it comes. Oh my God!
So much elevation.
Right into the
that kind of night.
Dreadful free kick from Mullins.
Just put your instep through the ball.
I've got that wrong.
That sweet contact. So clearly injured himself as well. Just trying to put too much behind this. You don't need to. It's way off target. He's picked up an injury as well.
I'm surprised the ball is still in the Cotswolds. Any harder, and that was going all the way back to Swindon.
Problems for David Flickcroft here.
I think Hesse's injured himself.
I presume it's a muscular injury, a hamstring or a groin. If you whip a ball like that,
ow!
You can see it's probably that left thigh.
Well, he's pulled his hamstring, so I think it's going to be a substitution now for Swindon.
Yeah, you can see him wince with pain straight away.
Really
Chris Hussey.
decent game for Swindon.
So this may force a rejig for Swindon.
Yeah, the problem is it's not a smooth strike of the ball. Normally when you're playing the ball back to front, you just strike through it really sweetly, but he's really jabbed at that ball, really whipped at it. That's probably why he's twanged a muscle.
And of course, to all the people that have tuned in, I do appreciate it, and thank you very
Experienced
much.
Matt Taylor will be coming on here. Moved to Swindon in the summer. David Flickcroft sees him as a holding midfielder, but it looks like he's going to operate on his old beat at left back.
He's got versatility, can play anywhere, vastly experienced as well. I think he'll help this team enormously, what he can do individually, but how he'll help the younger players around him. Such an important signing for them.
Various other clubs.
He's taking his coaching badges and looking towards the future. Is Matt Taylor.
Matt Taylor can only be a couple of years younger than me.
There's Elsnick. Now Taylor. 11 of his 18 seasons as a professional have been spent in the Premier League.
Mainly with Portsmouth.
Norris. Taylor. There's Mullin.
There's a chance
to return of pace.
No, it's not. Collins grabs that. 13 minutes left for something to happen.
Omar Bagil.
Sky Sports going on.
Who's Willis the Greater here?
Brand this season with Sky Sports.
They've had the opportunities. Forest Green Rovers, you'd imagine, would take a point here and a clean sheet on this big night for them.
I think a point is a far better one for Forest Green than it is for Swindon. It's just whether they sit back and hope they can run the clock down. It's dangerous to do.
And here's Charlie Cooper.
This could be a chance here.
Now it's Christian
could this be the
Deutsch.
chance for Forest Green?
No. Unable to pick out Noble.
No.
He just had the presence of mind to win the
Still
ball back.
Forest
Noble.
Green. They played it on the other side.
Now Scott Laird. There's Osborne. Jakobiti. Noble.
It's not a bad ball played in.
Deutsch again. Shot beat. Real power in the shot though.
That's what he can do. Is get decent service in, so you don't always have to lump it forward in the air because he's a big lad. You can be tempted to do that, but get it into his feet. It's a smart turn. Of course, there's no real venom in the shot. Just not had the service tonight, Christian Deutsch.
He says the reason he scored 27 goals last season was that every ball was not a fight ball. It was played into his feet. The way Forest Green Rovers were playing their football under Mark Cooper. So he wasn't spending 90 minutes chasing after lost causes and scrapping with centre-backs.
Well, this is the problem for him, Forest Green, of course, struggling at the start of the season. The defenders at times can just lump that ball forward and hope that Deutsch can get hold of it rather than doing the right thing and try and produce real quality service that he really wants.
It's Harry Smith who is stripped off and ready to come on for Swindon. A big striker who's on loan from Millwall.
Smith will be the final substitution of the night. Is he the man to break the deadlock?
Few anxious groans for the first time tonight from the home fans here.
Long ball played up.
Has done. Perkis.
Right.
Woolery.
The turn. Played down on the right. I don't think he's going to get across.
Richie Anderson's after that, but he got to it.
He can't.
He's forced the goal.
But you know, nevertheless, Swindon get a corner.
Swindon want to bring on their towering striker Harry Smith before this corner is taken, and he'll replace Luke Norris, who's had his chances tonight, hasn't taken them.
Norris is definitely
unlike him this season so far. On comes 6'5" Harry Smith to take his place in the Forest Green Rovers penalty area for this corner.
Well, it's pretty much like for like. I thought they might take Anderson off and go with a big powerful front two with Norris and Smith and change to a 4-4-2. They haven't done that.
Number 17. In comes the corner, and that is far too deep.
Too much lift on that
anybody
corner.
But a Forest
Beats
Green
everybody.
shirt.
This is Cooper.
Right side. He hoofs it up the pitch. Easy for Swindon. Keeper kicks it down the pitch, and we have a throw into Forest Green. Has this been better than the first half, or just as bad? Out to the side. And that'll be a free kick to Swindon, and I think it's going to be a booking.
Isaiah Osborne determined to make his point to the referee. I think James Dunn's just done a favour there by keeping away from the official.
Time ticking down.
Smith trying to make his presence felt here.
And they'll be headed out by... No, they won't be. No,
give it away by Randall.
Swindon in the danger area, and it goes out.
Well, Harry Smith, with the size of him, is very difficult to defend against, so it's not necessarily the guy up against Harry Smith, it's those second balls when he wins the first header.
All about
Forest Green defenders have to be alive to the second ball.
Penalty. Should have scored in the first half, and should have scored in the second half.
It can be a handful.
Forest Green not really
signed him from Folkestone from non-league football. He scored a hatful.
No quality, no substance to this game.
Lancashire.
I think I'm going to have a 0-0 there.
Osborne. Potential high boot in there, but it's just pulled away in the nick of time by Omar Bouguil.
Moved down the pitch by Swindon.
Swindon with a chance to go top four here tonight. Taylor.
All around.
Rescue from Randall. Taylor.
Throwing to Swindon.
Momentum swinging Swindon Town's way again here as we head towards the final 5 minutes
Well, the next live game, I can guarantee you, will not be boring. That's still Derby.
That's Mullin.
That's the big one on Sunday.
There's Mullin again.
Mullins puts the ball in,
Collins
and
comes
Collins
and
grabs.
plays.
Oh, really positive goalkeeping. As soon as that ball was on its way, the keeper was off his line. He timed his jump brilliantly. He's been excellent, Bradley Collins, in this second half. That save from Luke Norris.
Collins might have come off his
changed
line,
the course of the game.
Norris should have lobbed the ball over him.
He had a bit of stick when he first arrived here. He placed the fans' favourite Sam Russell. And it knocked his confidence. On loan here from Chelsea, Bradley Collins. There's Keshi Anderson, who's on loan at Swindon from Palace.
Hoof. Now go all the way back to the Swindon keeper. And he plays it out.
Lancashire.
Long bowl out of reach for nobody. Well, maybe.
There's Keshi Anderson.
Not.
Another good block. Keeps Swindon Town at bay, but the pressure continues to build.
It's a good recovery.
Yeah, the pressure is building
Forest Green. Lee Collins getting back eventually.
They're not creating anything.
Sluggish, that's why Anderson gets away from him. But all you can do as a defender is get back goal side and try and block the shot, and he does it well.
Not really, it's aimed for Harry Smith, he's 6'5". Congratulations, Swindon, you are winning 3-6 on corners. And we have a goal! And it's Lancashire who makes it 1-0 to the Swindon in a very, very dull game, but we've had a goal. The corner comes in, it virtually just heads it straight in, right on the line. Here comes the corner. Empty net, all he has to do is put it in. I don't know how he's put it in actually. Contact with his chest, scrambles over it, he scrambles it over the line, but hey, they all count. And Lancashire has broken the deadlock.
Struggle for Forest Green, because defensively that is not good enough.
Defensively that is appalling, even at schoolboy level.
Joy for Swindon Town on Forest Green soil. A set piece which pays off, but you would say defensively it sums Forest Green Rovers up this season, unable to deal with crosses out of the penalty area.
With his first goal of the season.
They made a mistake
Congratulations
in terms of marking, and they paid the price.
That is the problem, Gary. You look at the zonal marking.
So at least it hasn't finished 0-0. That's the only positive I can take out of this
Someone has to stand shoulder to shoulder with Ollie Lancashire. Don't allow him to get into the 6-yard box. That said, it was Matt Taylor with the ball in from the set piece. A brilliant cross into the box.
Yeah, right underneath the crossbar. Lancashire was there with the decisive touch.
For the Swindon defence.
Figurou coming for that. He didn't make it, but there was a foul by Deutsch.
Keeper from number 9.
This is a decent piece of defending from Ollie Lancashire here, being effective in both boxes, just gets across his man here. But Figurou shouldn't be coming for this. In no man's land. That's the problem with goalkeepers. Sometimes they're just so determined to get to the ball, but it's not the right thing to do. That was certainly an instance of that.
It's definitely a foul.
Well, Ollie Lancashire is the hero right now.
There you go, Ollie Lancashire, you could be the man of the match.
With Mark Cooper.
And Mark Cooper having words with the referee.
What's the point you think Mark Cooper's trying to make, though?
I just wonder, is it about the set piece? I think there were a few complaints that the goalkeeper, Bradley Collins, might have been pinned on his line.
There was nothing wrong with that goal. Charlie Cooper has been booked and he'll miss the game at Cambridge
of this season.
A one-match ban.
There were complaints from Forest Green about
a nudge on the goalkeeper. And Bradley Collins will gather.
What happened after that was that Ollie Lancashire just breezed in from nowhere to chest the ball home.
And that'll be a free kick to Forest Green.
You see the Forest Green complaints, are they valid here? There's no one up against Bradley Collins. I think Anderson steps across. There's absolutely no foul in there whatsoever. Bradley Collins appealing to the referee, but he isn't fouled. Anderson does absolutely nothing wrong. It's defensively so poor.
Not offside, and it's not a foul. Oh, Ball's put in by Forest Green.
No balls, free kick off the head of
I think
Darren.
they're going to get a corner. They won't even get that.
Now it's all about game management for
That'll
Swindon,
be
just to see
booted
this
down
out
the
and make it
pitch.
win number 4 on the road already this season.
It's looking good for Swindon for a return
Osborne's
to
taken
League
out. The
One.
referee has seen it and waved play on. And now he's pulled it back.
That's a good piece of refereeing, trying to let the game flow because Forest Green still had the ball.
So another free kick for Forest Green. Can they make it count? Can they snatch a point? Into the dying minutes of normal time. I would say, what, a minute of injury time?
Nobles delivery again.
Oh, it's nothing again. And that'll be a
Just about
throw-in
dealt with it.
for Forest Green.
Penalty appeals from behind the goal. Omar Brigil.
So I think the
His
referee
point
will
to the
just want a
referee.
minute of injury time. I think he
Seems
just
to be
wants to
more
go
appeals from Forest
home.
Green fans and their players.
Bored out of his mind, refereeing this game.
Penalty,
That
is
is
it?
not a penalty. Others might disagree. Long throw. Is this where they get the
Town being asked
equaliser?
questions later on
No,
in
they
the
won't.
bus.
And there might be a break on
Chance to
there for
maybe settle it.
Swindon. And then again, there's not.
Anderson.
They've still got the ball inside their own
Into a
half.
block. That's
Not
Mullen.
a bad ball now.
Plenty forward here for
3 on
Swindon.
3.
Goal side of Forest
He can
Green.
get that ball in. This could be 2-0. What is he doing? Oh my word. Now here comes the cross. It should have been taken
There's Keshi
earlier.
Anderson.
Anderson can't control it.
5 additional
Mullins.
minutes. Mullen.
5 minutes of injury time.
It's Matt Taylor. And it's gone through the
Matt Taylor makes it 2-0. Poor from Bradley Collins. Game, set and match. 3 points to the Robins. That was some poor goalkeeping from Bradley Collins. How is it that ball goes through him? It does. There's nothing. It was not even dangerous. Matt Taylor 1-2, hits a shot. Oh, that is poor from Bradley Collins.
And it works out for him. Great first touch, but
Oh, that's a blooper. It's a blooper, Bradley Collins. You should be saving that. Oh, that is painful. That's humiliating.
That seals it
They
for
still
Swindon.
do those football
And
compilations
Matt Taylor
from
was determined
Christmas.
to enjoy that because you do wonder
Bradley
how many
Collins, you're
seasons
on
he
it.
has left in the game now.
Well, it's all over now.
Wide by
Victory
Charlie Cooper,
to
but some celebration from Matt
Swindon.
Taylor, who may need a few massages and days off after celebrating
We've
that
got
strike.
2 goals in the final part of the game.
Well, both
That's
goals
Matt
for Swindon,
Taylor's
really, the
first
combination of
goal
a bit of
for
quality and some
Swindon.
defensive lapses.
He has
And the
scored
set
from the
piece, the zonal
halfway
marking simply
line.
didn't work, and then a
Some quite
goalkeeper
spectacular goals
just
in
not doing
his
his
career.
job.
I'm sure you can find them all on YouTube. Well, can
Town
Forest
heading
Green get a consolation
into the
now?
top 4 this
They've
evening.
got a free kick.
Exeter leading the
3
way in
minutes of
League 2
injury
coming into this
time left.
weekend. They've shown their powers of recovery, Exeter, after last season's playoff defeat at Wembley by Blackpool. Bagil.
Nothing in that. But Gill puts it out for a goal kick for Swindon. That's a poor strike indeed, and he knows it.
Well, it's the same old problems for Mark Cooper, who was determined to try
I
and
think
keep a
Mark
clean sheet
Cooper and his
tonight.
team know it's going to take a
Undone
bit
from a
of
corner
time to
kick.
bed in, but I think Forest Green
The
Rovers
left boot of
will
Matt
be
Taylor,
okay.
but his
No
goalkeeper
team
should
has
have done a
ever
lot
come up
better.
from the National
this
League
season is gonna be
or the
a
conference and gone straight back
major
down.
problem actually staying up. You're
don't
gonna have to
think
score
Forest
2 or
Green
3
are
every
gonna
game.
be the first to make
Pick
history.
points up.
As Forest Green try to come forward. We're now at
Early days
93
in
minutes played.
life as an EFL
Another
club.
long ball
Forest
play.
Green Rovers. The
Gonna
plan is to be in the
reach
championship
nobody.
within 5
Could
years.
be
That's
going
not
out
set
for
in
a
stone.
goal
It's
kick.
a loose plan at the moment.
Oh, it's a good bat for the
They're
ball.
learning harsh lessons at the start of
Still
this
in
campaign.
play. No, it's a goal kick to Swindon. Oh, we've had a bit of entertainment.
And of course, when you step up from non-league to the
Not
Football League,
much
there is
in
a huge step up in
90
quality. We've
minutes,
seen that tonight.
but we got 2
Swindon
goals in
on
the
occasion.
end.
Forest Green, they shot themselves in the foot. They've done it since the start of the season, giving goals away so cheap. They have to work very hard on the training ground to be more of a defensive unit. They have to be harder to break down.
A total humiliation for the keeper. Should be saving it.
Swindon Town heading towards a fourth away win of the season. They've had problems with their home form for longer than the start of this campaign. That's something that David Flitcroft is hoping to correct. But they've been compact tonight. They could have had more of Luke Norris taking his opportunities.
Make it 3 on that left.
Looks like 2 goals will be enough.
Not going in.
Defensively as well, Swindon been very, very strong. Is it one shot from Tony Gomez that Figueroa had to deal with? Apart from that,
don't blame them.
Forest Green Rovers have been toothless.
And I think that was a free kick for Forest Green Rovers with a throw-in.
But as we said, it's a
free kick,
for this football club and some of the players as well.
Egg on his face will kick the ball up the field. And that'll come to nothing. Still with Forest Green.
Ollie Lancashire got the all important first goal, but he's been an inspired signing coming from Shrewsbury in the summer. Watched him play 3 or 4 times. He really does lead by example as well. He galvanises that defence, and that's exactly what Forest Green actually need if they're going to be successful this season. But Lancashire defended well.
I don't think Forest Green are the favourites to do a double promotion, but you never know. It's early doors in League 2. Anything can happen.
Swindon Town rule this part of the world tonight. They hit rock bottom in springtime, but now they're getting back to their feet. And it's their neighbours, Forest Green Rovers, who've been brought to their knees tonight.
Well, thank you very much for viewing. We finish off with 3 more viewers. Thank you very much. I'll be back on Sunday at 1 o'clock for the Still Derby. I promise you that's going to be more exciting, more enjoyable. This game didn't really live up to much. We got 2 goals. From there, I'm going to say thank you very much for tuning in and good night, and I'll see you Sunday. Goodbye for now.